What's up, everybody? Nate here from Out of the Basement, bringing you a brand new action figure review. Today, from Star Wars The Black Series, we are looking at the Star Wars Episode 1 Qui-GON Jinn, of course, in the vintage style packaging from the original 3 3/4 inch line. This is a Best Buy exclusive. Currently, I still believe that it is in stock on the website, so pretty easy to get, yet a pretty big pre-order window as well. I actually got mine in store, which was an even bigger shock, but here we are. Of course, you can see it's got the foil card here. It's very similar to the exclusive Darth Maul and Obi-Wan that came out a few years back. So, of course, you've got Darth Maul up in the corner. You've got Qui-GON Jinn right there. He's kind of difficult to see, but there it is. Star Wars logo up top. You got the 50th Lucasfilm logo right there. Nice strip of gold at the bottom. On the back here, we've got a couple things. Here is a little bio that I believe is a nod to the original packaging. There is Qui-Gon's bio if you want to pause it and read it. Of course, we have the 50th anniversary timeline. And you can see, of course, we are in the prequel era. And of course, you've got the commemorate the 50th anniversary of Lucasfilm blurb. And then also the Force is with you in Star Wars figures. Black Series logo right there. Here is the barcode and all of that stuff. So let's go ahead. We're going to get this guy open, of course. We'll take a look at his accessory and then that wonderful, wonderful updated Liam Neeson head. And to my disappointment, here's his one and only accessory. That's right, folks. This version of Qui-Gon does not come with the alternate Force hand that the original red and black box release had. I think that was a huge mistake on Hasbro's part to exclude that alternate hand, especially when you consider that this figure is $5 extra. But anyways, let's take a look at the lightsaber. Of course, you can see mine is nice and curved right out of the packaging, so that's awesome. But there's some nice bits of silver in the hilt, a little bit of red paint as well for the ignition. Of course, you have a little nub for lightsaber storage, and the green itself here looks really nice. And side by side here, the old one is on the bottom, the new one is on top. Yeah, my old hilt is curved even worse, but you can see actually the green lightsabers are two different shades. And of course the blade from the hilt is removable, but mine is seriously stuck in there, so I'm not trying to break it or bend it, but if you're familiar with the Black Series, you know it's there. And of course the lightsaber just plugs in like so. And now, let's take a look at Qui-Gon. All right, and here is the brand new 2021 updated Star Wars The Black Series Qui-Gon Jinn figure, and man, does it look awesome. For the most part, this figure is just a straight up re-release, but as you see, it has a very nice brand new photoreal head, which was resculpted because infamously the original Qui-Gon Jinn had a sort of strange technique that they used that I'll show you guys because I will be doing a comparison between the two so you can see everything that is different between both releases. But first, we're going to get Qui-Gon here off the stand and take a closer look. All right, and starting out right here, take a look at the brand new photoreal head. I think, of course, it's a massive upgrade from the original release, but it is also a very good representation of Liam Neeson. I think Hasbro really nailed this photoreal look. Of course, you can see it is very shiny, which is an issue that has been plaguing the recent photoreal heads. It's something that I wish they could fix. It seems like, you know, the shininess varies from figure to figure, but overall it really doesn't hinder my enjoyment that much. I still think the head looks great, and especially that side profile. That really captures the look of Liam. And just for a comparison, here we go. So this, of course, in my right hand is the original Qui-Gon Jinn, and we've got the new one here. Vast difference, vast upgrade. Now, of course, this Qui-Gon, we used to think, oh, he looks pretty good. But now when you see it side by side, yeah, there's no competition here. But you can see the hair is even a little bit different in terms of the shade of brown. They both still do have the painted braid on the back. And you can see that actually it looks like the weathering is just a little bit different between the two, ever so slightly. But everything else is pretty much identical across the board between them. So of course, you know, there's not a whole lot new with this figure, but I will show you the body, of course, in detail. We've got wonderful sculpt work here, some really nice texturing details throughout, and of course different shades of beige and brown. The belt is also painted very nicely. There's little bits of silver, some bronze, little browns. All the pouches and everything like that look great. Moving down here, the tunic is very nicely sculpted as well. It's a soft plastic and it has the cut there, so you will still be able to get range of motion, which I'll show you in just a little bit. And the pants look really good as well, continuing that awesome texturing detail. And then down to the brown boots. Everything looks very accurate to me as far as memory serves. Of course, I think they could have thrown us a bone, given him a robe, and I do think that this figure could use just some upgrades in general, like some butterfly joints, because it is very hard to get him to hold his lightsaber with both hands. So let's go ahead and we'll move into the articulation. So for the head, you can look up not very much at all. You do get a pretty decent down look, but of course the hair looks ridiculous. Of course it rotates around. It's very hard to get him to exorcist, but he can do it, folks. The hair is soft here. Not as soft as I'd probably prefer, but you can still get him to look over and the hair moves out of the way. So that's good. As far as the shoulders go, here is what you get going up, fresh out of package. They rotate around as well. Like I said, no butterfly joints on this figure. For the elbow, you do get a deep cut elbow, but it is just ever so slightly more than 90 degrees. And of course, you get his first gripping hand, which rotates, and it has the horizontal hinge. And then his other gripping hand also suffers the same fate. Double horizontal hinges. Another thing that obviously I would love to see updated. For his crunch forward, you get nothing. For the crunch back, that's about as far as he goes. Of course, you do get rotation there as well. And just ever so slight amount of side to side. With his foot on the ground here, he kicks out about that far. You can do the splits about that much. Just a little bit of kickback. Underneath the soft plastic, of course, we get a thigh swivel. Excellent double jointed knees. And for the foot, it goes all the way down, just a little bit up. And of course, you do have ankle pivot. Qui-Gon's body is definitely a little bit dated, although I think most people are buying this simply just for the updated head or to keep on card. So he's still gonna look great in the display, just don't expect a wide range of posability out of this figure. But all right, we're gonna put Qui-Gon back here and I'm gonna show you guys how he scales. All right, and first up, here he is with Padawan Obi-Wan and Jar Jar Binks. I think that Jar Jar is definitely a little too short in comparison to the other two here, but it's passable. It's passable. Of course, here he is with Mace Windu and the older version of himself. And then here he is with the Phantom Menace Darth Maul and the Empire Strikes Back accurately scaled Yoda. To wrap up the Black Series here, of course, we have the original Phase 1 clone body and the updated 2021 Phase 1 clone. Of course, moving into our imports, we've got the SH Figuarts Tank Pilot and the Mafex First Order Stormtrooper. Then from Bandai, we have the movie realization Shadow Stormtrooper, and then also the model kit version of the Shadow Stormtrooper. So there you have it. There was my review for this brand new 2021 updated version of Qui-Gon Jinn. The photoreal head is definitely a fantastic addition to the figure. Big minus points for it being $24.99, being exclusive, and then on top of that, excluding an accessory. I think that is a major disappointment. I'm hoping maybe they'll re-release this figure again in a Phantom Menace box, and then maybe they'll include the Force hand again, but wow, I just can't believe that they would have left out the alternate hand. Of course, I don't regret picking this one up though, because that updated head is just fantastic, and now he fits right in with all the rest of the photoreal Jedi as well, instead of sticking out like a sore thumb. So let me know what you guys thought of this figure in the comments down below. Of course, if you enjoyed my review, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you are new. We're always talking about Star Wars, the Black Series here on the channel. Of course, I'm Nate from Out of the Basement. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.